I would like to show you scripturally how God honors fathers who take care of children who are not biologically theirs. Anybody can father a child in terms of conception. Even mad men are able to sleep with a woman and make her pregnant. That does not make them a father. And the Bible honors a father who can protect. This is what fatherhood is. You protect, you cover, you shield, you bring out that which God put in this child towards their destiny, towards their future. And I'd like to give a few examples. I really commend men who have married women who have children, men who have taken in children who are not theirs, and they have taken care of them as if they are their own. Oh, I commend you. I salute you. Oh, and I pray for you that your blessing will not be missed. Let us look at the Bible. Joseph was the earthly father of Jesus. What better example can we have? You know, when somebody says, oh, I did not father that child, she's pregnant with somebody else's child. Yes, Joseph took in a woman who was already pregnant. Her name was Mary. And he fathered that child. He did not even sleep with Mary until she had delivered Jesus Christ. And he raised Jesus as if he was his own. That is honor. That one can at least give you a scriptural example to know that you are able to bring out in a child that is not biologically yours something so powerful towards their destiny. Another example. I like that Joseph actually he stepped into the role of father and shaped things. You see, what did Joseph do? Joseph was a carpenter. Jesus took after Joseph. There are things he gleaned from Joseph. So it doesn't matter that the DNA is not yours. You, who you are, can rub off on this child. Another example is Mordecai raising Esther. He raised his cousin Esther. She was an orphan. He was a man. She was a woman. But he was able to raise a queen out of her. Can you imagine when you raise a daughter or a son that is not yours and you raise them to such greatness that they have an impact not only in your family but in the world at large? What an honor. What a beautiful honor. Another example is Boaz. He redeemed and covered Ruth and Naomi. He inherited a mother-in-law that was not even his own mother-in-law. And because of that, the honor that he received, he was in the lineage of Jesus Christ. He took in a whole family. The Bible honors that. We have seen that happen. So for the fathers who feel like, no, I just want to start afresh, na mbegu yangu. Your mbegu can really disappoint you. And this child can end up being a greater blessing to you than the ones that have come from your loins. And who knows that this child that you have taken in will be used by God to shape these other children that you have with this woman that you have accepted to marry with her child. There's some blessings I had written down on men who defend and care for the fatherless. I look at Psalms 82:3 and it says, defend the weak and the fatherless. Even, whether you've adopted a child, because maybe you and your wife cannot have children, or your wife has a challenge and you decide, no, we shall adopt, or whether you have married a woman who has a child, there is a blessing. God honors you for that. God truly honors you for that. He takes it as special and doesn't take it for granted. We look at James 1:27 and he says that the religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is to look after orphans. This child may not have a mama and papa, or the father dumped does not want anything to do with this child. Every blessing that was meant to be accrued to his biological father would come to you who has taken him in as your own. In Psalm 68:5, it says, a father to the fatherless. Who is that? That is God. The child you have taken in, when you become a father to a child who has none, you are mirroring God himself. So do not shun, do not run away because the fiance that you have has a child and you're wondering, where do I begin? I'm just adopting a child. I'm taking in a child 5 years, 10 years. I don't even know where to begin. You have the heart of Christ. You have the heart of God himself, and he will direct you on how to be a good father to this child. He will guide you. Matthew 12:50 says, whoever does the will of my Father is my brother and sister and mother. Fatherhood in the kingdom of God is defined by love, responsibility, and obedience, not just DNA. Honor yourself for marrying this woman who has children and being a father to them. The Bible honors and recognizes men who raise children who are not biologically theirs. God himself sets the example and uses men like Joseph, Mordecai, and Boaz to demonstrate this honor. Such men reflect God's heart. Such men reflect God's compassion. Such men reflect God's love. Such men reflect God's fatherhood. And you are one of them, or you are going to be one of them. So do not listen to naysayers. Do not listen to the negative things people are saying. Your family may not even understand it, but you who understands the heart of God, go for it and be the best father ever, that they will recognize. I see when a child has grown up and become such an important person, then the biological father comes in and says, I am your father. I saw in a funeral, one child saying, the father that I recognize is this one who took care of me, not this one who fathered me. And the honor was given to that one. Be such a